Welcome everybody to our lovely new fall set.
Can't you just feel the leaves?
You can, just falling down on our face. Heather got some beautiful new flowers here and a bunch of decorations around the studio that you'll see as the days go on.
I'm addicted to fall, I'm addicted to Halloween, I'm addicted to pumpkins. Oh, and we have to show you the biggest pumpkin on record.
Which we will get to.
It's a little strange to look at, but you're gonna like that. But we had a good weekend. You had a great weekend.
I did. I just kind of took it easy. I went to a cool brewery called Button Brewery. I had never been there before. They kind of had an Oktoberfest event going on. I couldn't take my dog, unfortunately, which is always a bummer. But it was a good time.
Right.
I had fun with some friends. But you were really busy, and this has been like weeks in the making that you were going to do this.
And it showed.
Yeah.
It was this James Bond themed event gala for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and I had such a good time hosting this. What a great organization that supports our youth here, which nothing more important than that, right? So people were wonderful. They had tango dancers there. Corey Williams, the ESPN analyst, was my co-host for the evening. Crystal Starks was performing, which you know she was performing. She's famous, and so she was out getting everybody involved in that. We raised $66,000, which is well above what they expected.
Congratulations.
So that's Tucson at its finest.
That's
right
a big
there.
deal. And you guys all looked amazing. First of all, it was a good theme because it kind of gets you to dress up. You look great in your gold dress.
Any excuse. And so many men showed up in Texas, in some white Texas.
Beautiful.
It was fun. It was a lot of time.
Sounds like a great time, especially, I mean, raising that money for such a great cause. So you kind of teased that pumpkin, and when I first saw this, and when our producer Matt Sterner first saw it, he said, that looks kind of gross, actually.
Well, it looks like it's oozing out the side of this.
Look at that. It looks like it melted.
How they get these on these, crates and all is amazing to me. But don't you think that watching this grow in your backyard would be one of the coolest things of your life?
Yeah.
Especially if you have kids.
Totally. And the man who did it, his name's Alex Knoll. This happened in Topsfield, Massachusetts. He actually won $8,000 for growing that pumpkin. And it was almost 2,300 pounds, which, I mean, I can't even think of anything else. What is an elephant?
To compare it to.
What's an elephant weigh? Probably maybe a little more than that.
But you know that there are people there who are so excited thinking theirs is the biggest, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we got it this year, kids. This is our year. Yeah, right? And then you get there and they're like, wait, what?
The guy comes in with his tanker.
It's just like, or you're just going to duck behind your pumpkin.
Yeah. You know what he said the secret is, apparently, which is like, wow, it's so easy.
Miracle Grow?
Maybe some.
Maybe you're not allowed
something like that. The
seeds.
The rules? It's in the seeds and the daily nurturing, apparently. So you must have been singing to it and giving it kisses and
coddled a few inches on the side as much as you could get.
Big.
Yeah, too much to handle.
Yeah.
And speaking of pumpkins, carving. We have one of the experts who's actually on the Food Network right now who does some of the most incredible work. Well, they did this underwater.
Look at this.
Can you imagine?
24 artists. I mean, it's hard enough to carve a pumpkin, right? I mean, I suck. I break it every time. It doesn't look good. But these folks are doing it underwater. So 24 of them went in Key Largo, Florida, in a shallow coral reef. Say that 5 times fast. Shallow coral reef. In an underwater pumpkin carving contest, and it just looks like a blast. They had the fish swimming around, and it was just looks like a good time. I
know. Well, I'm with you though about the pumpkin carving. I always have this like creative idea, and I want it to turn out, and then I just end up doing the regular, face. Yeah. But I always buy the pumpkin carving kits that have been around since like the 60s, and every year I'm like, why did I buy this? No. These don't work.
Don't buy them. You know what Matt Harper does? That's our expert that comes on. He uses clay tools, like back in art class. He uses regular knives and cheese tools,
graters.
like scrapers to get it. So he carves these 3D things. So if you want to take it to the next level, don't buy those cheap kits.
This guy took it to the next level.
Big time.
I hadn't seen this until about 2 minutes before the show. I don't know. I may have wanted to be surprised because I love Ghostbusters so much. That's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, just like Ghostbusters.
Look at the beautiful tentacles coming out. One kid made his dad drive around the building like 15 times because he loved those tentacles. That's a Italian restaurant.
Wouldn't you? I would drive her. I would
too.
park in front of that. That's happiness.
Yeah, beautiful. Should we end with the puppy that they rescued?
Yes.
It's kind of a sad/happy story. So, Hurricane Dorian happened. This puppy was alone for a month, and they found him. His name's Miracle, and despite his condition, as you see, he's skeleton thin, unable to walk, but he was still wagging his tail.
He was. No, I mean, they put him down, right over here. I mean, they didn't put him down. They just laid him down on this nice blanket, and his little tail, as much as he could possibly do it, he did.
Dogs
I know,
are
but it's
amazing.
nice to see that.
Yeah.